Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, in this video we will have our discussion on the different placement of the planet Jupiter in our astrological chart. Looks like I'm actually utilizing Jupiter a lot these days, doing a lot of the mantra chanting that my throat is always choked. But okay, now focusing on today's topic. So guys, after having our discussion on different zodiac sign placement of the planet Jupiter, which could be looked at in this way, that Jupiter represents energy of buoyant optimism, wisdom, and zodiac sign just tells about that how that energy is going to be getting expressed. But now comes the most important question: where exactly it is going to be getting manifested? That means which area of our life could be the most fortunate. Guys, look at it in this way. When you come across those kind of situation over where irrespective of being less competent, people are doing very good in their life, irrespective of having a indulgent lifestyle, they are like having a very good health as well. So that means if there is something called as the destiny or the prarabdha, there is certain thing called as the blessing and the divine grace as well. Like for all those people who are able to manifest their wishes and desires, and they're like those people who are still struck in the same loop from years in their life. So the only difference lies that people who manifest, they know even how to make the prayers in a right way. Guys, the only difference between animals and humans is that in the case of the animals, just because they cannot be upward straight, so that means in their case their root chakra, the Muladhara chakra and the Swadhisthana chakra is in the same line. They get attached with the basic things of food, of sex and all the carnal desires. But when it comes down to human, we have that erect spine. So that simply means that through wisdom of the Sahasrara chakra, we can elevate from the basic running around of the life of food, like procreation and all the basic necessities. So guys, coming back to today's topic, knowing Jupiter becomes very important. Jupiter actually acts like a divine shield in our life for divinity, wisdom, knowledge to work in our life, and never ever get mistaken with all the Ivy League degrees and the academic knowledge. Guys, sometimes looking at our life, we feel that, oh my god, I've got so many problems in my life. Trust me, as an astrologer, a lot of my clients who are like in terms of their economical status and all, they are doing very good in their life, they are very affluent, but as much as high their status is, so much is the level of their problem. So that means Jupiter gives us wisdom. All those Ivy League degrees and certification, all of that is the domain of the Mercury. It can give you success in the material world, but for you to transcend, you need to have a strengthened Jupiter in your life. And guys, the beauty of the planet Jupiter is that it hardly matters. Like you do not even have to go to the ashram. Like you have that capacity to absorb wisdom, get inspired in the small vicissitudes, in the running around of the life as well. So okay guys, initially I was thinking about making a video on the nakshatra of the planet Jupiter, because it is very ironical and that needs to be contemplated, because Jupiter has got the rulership over three nakshatras: Punarvasu, Vishakha and Purvabhadrapada. And like I have met so many people who have their moon in these nakshatra, that they're not able to settle down in their life. Like a moon in the Punarvasu, these people get sick and tired of settling down, building something, then the whole house of cards collapsed, and then they again have to start from the scratch. So Punarvasu people are just overwhelmed with settlement, and again everything coming down, then rebuilding again. With Vishakha and Purvabhadrapada, there is a lot of the duality which is attached over there. So it is not an exaggeration to say this statement that whatever you will see on the surface of the Purvabhadrapada or Vishakha person, there might be something hidden, or there could be some alternative kind of reality of that person as well. So I will talk about that in a separate video guys. Now in this video we will be just focusing on that based on Jupiter's placement in different houses in your natal chart, how you can get the best out of divine shield in your life. So guys, to begin with, let's say for example, if you have Jupiter being placed in your first house. So again guys, over here I will not talk about from those perspective that it is gonna be doing damage to the house where it sits, because that is a altogether alignment exception. So just in a nutshell, in a very basic way, we will try to look at Jupiter's placement in the different houses. So like the way I was talking about, that if you have your Jupiter being placed in the first house, it is generally considered as a very fortunate birth. Whatever planet is going to be placed in the first house, it somehow colors our personality, our appearance. And again guys, what we attract in our life, a lot is dependent on the alignment and the placement of the first house. See, based on your moon sign, we can get to know about your likes, your dislikes, your expectation, your ascendant lord, your life path. But the first house in itself tells about that when you're walking around the street, so what kind of people energy is attracted towards you. So Jupiter in itself guys, see, it can give you little bit of the plump body, like little bit body fat. This is a placement where native is going to have this capacity that in the society this person will be perceived as someone who's very wise, someone who's very virtuous, someone who's very righteous. And generally it has been seen that these people, no matter which religion these people are born in, they tend to remain very religious, like they abide by and follow all the protocols as it has been laid in their religion. Along with that guys, like they were saying, these people could be very good in any of the advisory or the counseling kind of roles. So you could be in the banking field, and you could be working as a teacher, you could be working as a trainer. Lot many people in the fields of the judiciary is also seen with this placement of the Jupiter in the first house. And generally guys, it has been seen that especially for you people, you have to be always be respectful towards all those people who are connected with the religious institution. The more religious you are going to be, the more regular you are going to be and consistent you are going to be in your prayers and something, you will stand a good chance for the success. All of that which I just mentioned about, like there is a category of people who knows how to make the right way in terms of the prayers and get benefited through the ritual. So these could be those people who have got Jupiter being placed in the first house. So yes, it is not an exaggeration to say this thing. See guys, in my analysis, there are like two ways via which I call someone fortunate. So if you have your ascendant lord in the 9th house, that in itself is the first validation. You have exalted planets in the 5th house, and you have Jupiter being placed in the first house, be assured that you have got a very fortunate birth. And again guys, sometimes what happens is that just because you do not know about astrology, you are not very spiritual, you do not listen to people who reverberate on the higher level of the consciousness. So I've come across on and off people like who have got, like recently only I did a reading for someone. Now this girl, Cancer Lagna, Jupiter being there in the first house, and ascendant lord moon being exalted in the 11th house, and the way she was like writing all the complaints, oh my god, I feel like killing my life, ending up my life, this, that, I'm very unfortunate, this, that. No, if you have Jupiter in the first house, it's like and I told her, like if you and me, we both will sit at the same time for doing prayers, God will first listen to you. Because again guys, all of our planets in our chart is like a proper code, and everything, God, divinity, higher consciousness, cosmic intelligence, all of that can be understood on a scale of intelligence as well. So that means the code with which you are born actually makes you very receptive enough towards the divine grace, towards lucky breaks, leap of faith, and have access to the higher wisdom. Now, if you have your Jupiter being placed in the 2nd house in your astral chart. So guys, 2nd house is the house of money. It's the house of our family. So to begin with, we get to know that you have this capacity that you could be lucky and fortunate in the matters of the money, in the matters of the wealth, especially in the chart of a female. She is going to be very fortunate, even for her whole family, because of the kind of placement you have, that in the matters of money and the finances, your chart and your vibrations will attract lot many opportunities and abundance and prosperity in the family life. This also tells about that you have been raised with some good values as well. So your value system, your belief system is immaculate in terms of attracting money, financial opportunities. This is a very good placement. And guys, see, second house also tells about our speech. So we say that if you have planets like Saturn and Ketu in the second house, you give any curse and it will happen. In your case, you have Jupiter in the second house, you give any blessing to someone, it will happen. And again guys, this thing that everything has got a pros and cons, and for every action there is a equal level of reaction as well. So the more goodness you will spread, you will earn many people. People have this wrong perception that second house is all about accumulating money. You can accumulate good memories, you can accumulate good contacts, you could accumulate blessings. There are so many things which you can collect, and Jupiter in the second house it ensures that you will collect good blessings as well. So beyond any doubt guys, for a very good family life, good values, your capacity to make money from righteous reasons, righteous source, this is a very good placement. Now let's say for example, if your Jupiter is going to be placed in the third house in your astral chart. So guys, third house is the house of, like, especially for people who are connected with the communication, publishing, journalism, something. This could be a very good placement. In a way guys, what I'm doing over here as well, I'm also sharing knowledge and all. So for any exchange of knowledge these days, which lot many creators, lot many teachers, tutors, language expert are doing, so Jupiter's placement in the third house is considered as a good sign. We can look at it in this way, that it's like you are blessed with, whenever you will be in any dire need of any knowledge, for receiving any knowledge, a guru will appear in your life. So this is a good placement regarding that front. Along with that guys, generally it has been seen that, see, the only concern is that this is the Manda Karaka Avastha for the planet Jupiter. So in a way, because third house has got a lot of the competitiveness, willfulness, aggression attached to it, and all these houses of aggression and all, Jupiter does not do very good, because Jupiter is a planet of idealism. So the concern over here is that as long as native is not utilizing the energy of this planet Jupiter in order to plot, scheme, manipulate, get into that hoard of the possession of things and all, so there is a potential in the modern day and age where lot many businesses and entrepreneurs are flourishing because of a potent and strengthened third house. Jupiter's placement over here could actually work out in your favor. In terms of luck will support you in order to have multiple opportunities. This could be a case that every single day when you are opening up your business, your shop, and you are waiting for the customers to come and maintain good rapport with your existing clientele and all, so third house placement of the planet Jupiter is going to be supporting you. Along with that guys, support from friends, support from younger siblings. You have this capacity to, whatever contract and alliance you will get into, you will cherish that, and you will be inspired, you will be guided by the right set of people who will come in contact with you. And in lot many cases, I have seen people who are working as a motivational speaker and all, or who are working as a coach and the guide and all. So third or the ninth house placement of the Jupiter is generally considered as supportive for that. Now guys, let's say for example, if your Jupiter is going to be placed in the fourth house. So guys, you will see the reference chart for this placement, in which I pasted the natal chart of the Jim Carrey. So I have seen that video of Jim Carrey where he was talking about manifesting things, that he put a blank check and he wrote an amount and put it in his wallet, that one day I will get this much of the money and all. See Jim Carrey's chart. how strong is the fourth house. So that means fourth house is all about your inner emotions and feelings, and manifestation can only happen like over there, the higher chakras, like the way the fourth house is connected with the matters of the heart, and which is the Anahita chakra. Venus is also connected over there. So all what I'm trying to say is that Jupiter's placement over here is considered as good because deep inside the belief system of this native is going to be very strengthened. And over here, guys, with this kind of placement, you do not have to be in that charade that you have to, wear those clothes and wear those ornaments to impress and give that message out that I'm very religious, I'm very spiritual and all. See, the aura of the religiously inclined people, once you will come in contact with them, once you will come close to them, you will automatically get to know about that. So what I'm trying to say over here is that Jupiter's placement in the fourth house deep inside will give you very strong faith, very strong belief system. Like all those people, I have seen that in my own research, like, people who were like, even in India, like, were very poor. But that lady, she had that pledge and that vow that, okay, I'm gonna make my children very successful engineers. I'm gonna send them to foreign land and settle them this and that. She did so much worship, so much fasting, and she actually manifested that wish. Because looking at her humble beginning, no one would have predicted that. So that's what I'm trying to say. So fourth house Jupiter actually give very optimistic, positive, writers kind of family life, domestic home environment. And along with that, guys, because of the divine grace, because of the blessing or the kripa, plays a very significant role for the auspicious or the manglik event to happen in someone's life. And if I were to say, guys, seventh house, here I'm not talking about which all houses Jupiter is the Karaka or the significator. In general, fourth house Jupiter, second house Jupiter, fifth house, ninth, seventh. These are good houses which actually gives you solace and comfort in the house, in the family, in the home environment. Now guys, let's say for example, if your Jupiter is going to be placed in the fifth house. So guys, look at it in this way. Fifth house tells about the bhagya from the good fortune which comes from the past life. Ninth house tells about what you will use in this life, what you are building in this life. So I mean to say Jupiter's placement in a way in the fifth house is a very good placement, which tells about that you might be doing something connected with religion, or you have a very strong faith, or you might be in a counseling kind of role even in the past life. All attributes of the fifth house like learning, wisdom, interest in mantras, knowledge of mantras, all of that comes very natural to these kind of people. And again guys, whenever we talk about manifesting something, and people who tend to remain like destiny's favored, so these are among those people in whose case you will find Jupiter's placement being in the fifth house. Because guys, look at it in this way that this is the kind of placement which comes by default to you. Whatever we are building from the ninth house, we are actually utilizing it in this lifetime. Fifth house is something which you have already earned, and that has come like a opening balance in your this lifetime. So again guys, and generally it has been seen, the birth of the children actually proves to be very fortunate for this person. See guys, that's the only reason I generally say this thing, because living in like city like Vancouver, even I'm single, but like there are like lot many people like who are single and all, they are happy, they are contented. But look at it in this way that when you have a wife, you have kids, you have a whole family, so then if God forbid any bad times come, so it's not only your bhagya which is fighting, which is gonna fight with that, it's the 5 kundalis, 5 chart is gonna fight with it. I always give this example. Imagine you are in a dasha where there's a high possibility and vulnerability that you're gonna lose your job, but at the same time your child is running a dasha where he is gonna be well taken care of. Your wife is running a dasha where she's gonna have a very luxurious kind of vacation, she's gonna get very expensive gift. So what do you think? So it's just like that, when we are in a family life, the chart of the whole family collectively fights with the good times or the bad times. So coming back to the point, if you have your Jupiter being placed in the fifth house, it is generally considered as good in all the, at least the living signification Jeev Karaka connected with the fifth house, which is primarily connected with the progeny, with the childbirth. And along with that, like success in academic pursuit and good counseling skills, abilities, all of that can be attached with this placement of Jupiter in the 5th house. Now guys, coming to your 6th house. Now if your Jupiter is going to be placed in the 6th house, so guys, 6th house is the house of the daily life. Like the way, these are those people who have this capacity to even win over their enemies through their discipline, through their righteousness. So they can even make their foes their fans. That is the kind of capacity which someone with a Jupiter in the 6th house possess. Along with that guys, especially like for any counseling, leadership role, people connected with judiciary, banking, finance, teaching, training fields have been seen with this placement of Jupiter in the 6th house. See guys, the only concern is that I'll be very honest with you. Why we say that the malefic planets are considered as good in the like 6th house, 3rd house, 8th house, like 12th house and all, because these are the houses which throws the challenges, and malefic planets gives you strength to fight with them. But Jupiter is lucky in this regard, that, or an exception in this regard, that it will give you sharp, very narrow escape. Like God forbid if something bad is meant to happen, this is what your dasha is running. So either if you are on that elevated consciousness, that you will get that spark of the thought, or you will get the right guide or teacher, this could be astrologer, who is gonna give you right advice so that you can evade that kind of problem. So I would say that for luck playing a role, or advisors playing a role in order to narrowly escape the life's problems, health crisis, this is generally considered as a good placement. And along with that guys, in all those kind of profiles over where you have to be in a advisory kind of role, this is generally considered as good. Like many of the psychiatrists, therapists, and debt crisis management expert, I see a lot of the hoardings and boards of those people can be seen with this placement of Jupiter in the 6th house. The only thing is that guys, we say this thing that if Jupiter is going to be placed in like 5th house, 9th house, then the divinity and the luck works more on a level of giving us expansion and growth. The only concern is that the power of the Jupiter gets exhausted in fighting the battles and the demons rather than giving you growth and all. So in this way, this could be a vulnerable point. So moving ahead guys, now if you will find that your Jupiter is going to be placed in the 7th house in your astrological chart. So guys, this is generally considered as a good placement. You know this thing that 7th house is the house of the marriage. This is the house of the highest like form of the attainment in your career, Uchpad. This is also the house of your like open enemies and your commercial business interest, visa, immigration. 7th house is equally important along with the 9th house. So all of that we see from over here. And now Jupiter is going to be placed. So yes guys, Jupiter's placement is generally considered as good for growth, for more opportunities, and manifesting a partner who's going to be reflecting the characteristics and traits of the planet Jupiter. The person is going to be wise, person is going to be ethical, person could be slightly lazy, but generally it has been seen as person who will carry all the virtuous kind of qualities. And generally guys, if you have your Jupiter being placed in the 7th house, it is never a bad choice to get the expert. See guys, look at it in this way, wheresoever your Jupiter is placed in the chart, from or in order to deal with any of the problems or issue of the matters of that house, always reach out to an expert, because you will always get the right advice. So although there's a less possibility with your Jupiter being in the 7th house that you're gonna have issue in the marriage, but obviously life is never that perfect. So even if you have any of the issue and the problems and you're not able to resolve between you and your partner and all, there is no hassle in reaching out to a marriage counselor. Or if you are having any issue in the business, so there is no issue in reaching out to an expert for the guidance, because be assured wherever Jupiter is placed in your chart, you will get the right advice, and there's a lot of potential for growth over there. There's a lot of the optimism, and we say that the blessings or the kripa is there in the matters of the house where Jupiter is going to be placed. So that's all what I want to say. Yes, you will manifest a partner who is going to be reflecting all the qualities and goodness and benevolence and virtues of the planet Jupiter. Now guys, if you are going to have your Jupiter being placed in the 8th house, so guys, 8th house Jupiter, like we say this thing that 8th house is the house of the psychology and the unearned income, our joint resources and all. So in terms of the wealth, Jupiter has got this capacity to manifest results. Anything to do with the occult, anything to do with the tantra, with the ritual, with the anushtan and all, manifest very strong results. Like the way I keep on saying this thing, if you are in any of the area of the life where you're finding yourself struck, get any of the anushtan done, get any of the ritual done, you will feel and you will get very quick results because Jupiter is there in the 8th house. And like in certain cases it has been seen that like some lottery win or some sort of major amount of money which people gain, like you wrote a book years back and still you are getting the royalty. And like I was reading somewhere like Jennifer Aniston and the whole cast of the Friends and Schneid, which I forgot, Seinfeld I guess. So like so many are the shows like over where people, the cast, they are still getting paid. The show which they did years back, decades back, they are still getting paid. So all of that money is generally considered with the Jupiter's placement being there in the 8th house. Guys, the only concern is that over here with this kind of placement, we generally say this thing that especially if you have something to do with the psychology, with the scientific pursuit, and let's say for example you have completely devoted yourself towards finding the deeper truth, the secret functioning of the universe. So this is a kind of a placement which can actually help you. So you could be a very good counselor, you could be a very good advocate, spokesperson of all these kinds of esoteric things, and you have that tact, you have that knack in you that you can explain it in a very easy to understand language. So you're not going to be very coarse, you're not going to be very fear mongering. You have that capacity to elevate people, like make people come out of any of the crisis kind of situation. Guys, look at it in this way, 8th house is not an easy house to deal with. All those kind of crisis which does not go away. People who are in crisis, in chronic disease and problem, depression, childhood abuse and trauma, all of that is 8th house. And you have that capacity that when you will be talking about it, you are working as a therapist, you are working as a healer, you are doing anything. So you have this capacity to help these people who are actually going through suffering and problem. And this could be a case, see, I do not remember the chart of Mother Teresa and all. So these are those people, like in certain cases, if Jupiter also becomes your ascendant lord, like you are a Sagittarius Lagna and your ascendant lord Jupiter is exalted in the 8th house, your whole body has got that divine aura and touch that if you are, obviously, the placement is just gonna give us a code. Now, how much we are working on that, just getting into a prestigious school does not assure a success. How much you work after getting into that college or school, that also matters, right? So if you have got this placement and you are completely dedicated, devoted to spirituality, meditation, mantras and all, and you already reverberate on the higher chakras, you can actually, whatever you will say to person who's going through crisis or problem, you have that capacity to remove people of their suffering. Again guys, people who have got moon in the Scorpio, debilitated, ascendant lord in the 8th house, that does not mean that you're not gonna have problem in your own life. That is the kind of prarabdha which everyone has to face. There is no escape from that. But a lot of the suffering can be diminished if you are utilizing this house in order to deal, help and heal other people going through the problem of this house. So that's what I'm trying to say. So yes guys, anything and everything connected with the 8th house is very unusual, is very taboo, it's very esoteric. So all what matters is that are you interested in all these kind of things and all. These days even in India, in that Kumbh Mela, there is one guy who's going very viral, like IIT Baba. So he's like getting very viral and all. So that could be a case, like Jupiter in the 8th house. Even in terms of for someone to get into the path of the religion, path of the spirituality, life will put you in that in a very adverse, in a very unexpected, sudden circumstances, sudden change of scenario, and now your whole environment is being transformed and changed. But again, because Jupiter is over there, all the transformation which is necessary for the fortune to help you, like for example, you are meant to be a very successful like actor, artist or something, and you are there in a corporate job in a cubicle. So first transformation has to come for you to, so even before Jupiter will grant you with that lucky break and you will be discovered and something, but first life has to transform and put you in the right place and the environment where you could be discovered, right? And all of that is possible. So let's say for example, if your Jupiter as per the zodiac sign is strengthened in the 8th house, be assured the luck will only shine on you only after when you have gone through some transformation. Be assured of that. Yes guys, moving ahead. Now let's say for example, if your Jupiter is going to be placed in the 9th house. So yes guys, this is generally considered as a very good placement. Generally we say this thing that some sort of Ishta Devta, Kul Devta or the guardian angel will be guiding you, will be protecting you. Always in the life you will be guided, you will be mentored and counseled by the right set of people. So you have that capacity. Again guys, like the way there have been those kind of cases, like even when we talk about spirituality, we see about those sadhus and rishi and all. So amidst all the genuine and the legitimate sadhus and rishis and all, there are like those category of the charlatans and the conmen as well, and on and off we keep on coming across those news where someone being mesmerized by the Eastern spirituality and all. Some foreigners, some single girls, they went from Europe, they went there and then they got raped, they got scammed and all. So first look at your chart. If your 9th house is afflicted, it's very difficult that you will find the right set of people and all, or it might only come after initially facing through some hardship, betrayal, and then only the wisdom will dawn upon. So the point which I am saying, that if you have your Jupiter in the 9th house, again guys, I always say this thing that planet and the zodiac sign, it's all about just the energy and how it gets expressed, but the result ultimately eventually comes from the house. It hardly matters if your Jupiter is in the 9th house, and I guess that is the only reason, like some of the form of the astrology like Lal Kitab, red book, it does not even take into consideration the zodiac sign. For it, first house is the first sign for all the placements and all. So the point which I am saying over here is that Jupiter's placement in the 9th house, obviously if it is going to be placed in its own sign of exaltation, it is going to be accentuating the power of the planet Jupiter. But just the mere placement of Jupiter in the 9th house is considered as very good. Divinity, religious austerities, travel, pilgrimage, publication, writing, all these things will always support you. You have that capacity to be in a very strong advisory or the counseling kind of role where you will be respected. People will look for you for guidance, for hope, for motivation. So with this placement, you can become a very good writer, very good publisher, you could be a judge as well. And the father's blessing, with this kind of placement, always be very respectful towards your father. And yes guys, I only have good things to say about it, especially the travel, pilgrimage actually proved to be very fortune awakening for you. So let's say for example, if you kind of find or feel yourself being struck in a loop in the life, that okay, the same salary, I'm still single, it's been 5 years, same salary, same package, same environment, take a long travel, take a pilgrimage, or even in certain cases, even if you want to now try your luck in a different place, there is no harm in that. Sometimes we need to jolt or move around our living environment condition to come out of that loop. Or if you are happy and contented to start on a level and end your life on that level, then it's fine. But if you are an ambitious person and you want to extract the best out of your life, and you have a Jupiter in the 9th house, so means divinity is protecting you, you are born fortunate. I already mentioned this thing. In my criteria, ascendant lord in the 9th house, exalted planets in the 5th house, and Jupiter in the 9th house is considered as a fortunate birth. So yes guys, that's all what I have to say. Generally I have seen people who have good higher studies, they are very like people, you know, when you are even doing a reading and talking to those people, you can see that faith in their eyes. Now again, see, I'm not like a religious person or something, it's just like that. This is the job which I am doing, this is the garb and the profile and the work I'm doing. So you do not respect me, you respect that field which I belong to. And I've generally seen like people who have Jupiter in the ninth house, they are very respectful, and because of their these traits and their these virtues, they will never find any lack. They do not get struck in any area of the life. These are like those people, generally it has been seen that even if you will be in dire need of money or dire need of some contact or reference, something will happen, but some help will come, some person will come, but their work keeps on going uninterrupted. So it is generally considered as a good placement. All what is expected out of you with this placement is that be regular and consistent with your prayers. Whatever religion, faith you belong to, be consistent with that. Now guys, if you have your Jupiter being placed in the 10th house, so guys, when we talk about, see, in the original Kalpurush Kundli, 10th house carries the energy of the Capricorn. Over there, Jupiter gets debilitated. But again, guys, in certain cases, with this kind of placement, see, the only vulnerability is that Jupiter in the 10th house, you will not find that person to be very shrewd. You will not, in certain cases, this person could be slightly, people who prefer to be there in a sitting job. They don't want to get involved into any of the politics and too much running around, pushing around, cutting each other. So they don't like these kind of things. So again, guys, all what matters is that in which nature of work you are in. Like the way I still remember in one of the interview of the Sundar Pichai, he mentioned this thing that, like all those people who tend to be the bullies in the high school and something. So the guys who get bullied are the ones who hire these people later on in their life. So all what I'm trying to say is that Jupiter's placement in the 10th house will still ensure that you have this capacity, that luck, good fortune will be supporting you in your career or your professional endeavors. There's a high possibility that you will be in a line of work where authority will be with you, or you will be in a capacity to advise, mentor people at work. So you could be already working in the field of judiciary, banking, any publishing house. So all these kind of fields will actually suit you. And generally, guys, it has been seen, look at it in this way, that wherever Jupiter is placed in your chart, in that area of the life, you will always get the right guidance, right advice. Divinity will actually connect you through that department where Jupiter is going to be placed. And we say this thing that if, God forbid, if you come across any of the job related issue and problems and all, and keeping that in mind, you will do any religious austerity. For example, if I'm in the Saturn Dasha, I'll start keeping the Saturday fasting. Or if I'm in a Mars Dasha, I started doing visiting Lord Hanuman's temple, doing the offering a chola every Tuesday. So it is going to have straight impact on my career. So because all the religious austerities come in the domain of the planet Jupiter, in a way, cut short, your encapsulated understanding of someone's faith, someone's belief system, and where blessings or kripa is affecting that person is the career. So there is no harm. Do not shy about indulging into any religious austerities with keeping that wish in the mind that, okay, I want to create a difference in my career. These are the wish list which I have for my career, and this is what I want to become. So Jupiter in the 10th house will support you over there. And again, like the way people say that Jupiter in the 10th house, Kalpurush Kundli, it gets debilitated. So again, guys, it all comes down to in which capacity you're working. If you're working on a very menial job, it might be difficult for you because there you have to be very, dog eat dog society. You have to be very cutthroat. You have to be very fast. You have to be aggressive. But let's say, for example, you are working as a very senior, high level investment banker, or you are already in a judiciary role. Then no one is going to expect whether you have a big stomach or not. All what matters is the wisdom and the knowledge you have in your mind. Moving ahead, guys, now if you have your Jupiter being placed in the 11th house, again, guys, it is considered as a very good placement. Luck shower upon you or shine over you through friends, through network, through the kind of connection which you have. Along with that, generally it has been seen that people who have Jupiter in the 11th house, they have multiple opportunities for making money. In terms of many income opportunities, this is considered as a fortunate kind of placement. Along with that, guys, I always say this thing, 11th house is the house of success. Whatever we have to do in order to rise and shine, to become something. The only concern is that planets in the 11th house generally start giving results in the second half of the life. So let's say, for example, if your major planets are there in the 10th house, 11th house, especially 11th house, and you're already like 21, 24, 25, and you feel like disappointed, which will be very ironical. Oh my god, I did not go to very good Ivy League college, my package is very less, life is not working out. If your important planets are in the 11th house, your life will actually start from the 36 years of the age, and that's how you will grow in the life. So yes guys, Jupiter's placement in the 11th house, look at it in this way. Staying religious, being consistent with your religious austerities, with your faith, with your prayers and everything, there is nothing which you cannot manifest. And again guys, that's what the example I always give. All the wishes which we make from the bottom chakras in our consciousness, all of that is just either it's our sanskaras or it's ours, like our carnal desires, procreation, something, curses, greed, lust, all of that is there, that they never manifest. Even God does not care. Okay, wishes coming from that filter, oh I don't care. But when you start feeling it, Anahita chakra, when you start going to the Vishuddhi chakra, to the Ajna chakra, those are the domain. And generally Jupiter in the 11th house, and Jupiter is connected with these higher consciousness. So the point which I am saying over here is that with this kind of placement, there is nothing which is unattainable for you. But yes, a strong belief system. Sometimes when people ask me, and this is a very consistent recurring problem, I want to get married to this person, but I'm not still making that much money. I want to get that house, but how will I manage this? No, when you are making a prayers, when you are giving that commands and affirmation, do not put the how and the but. But and the how is something which is gonna be digging hole and digging grave to your own wish. That is the domain of the universe and the divinity to take care of that. If it has done miracle for so many of the people, I keep on reading about all those kind of successful millionaires, billionaires, and they by themselves, some of them look surprised. I do not know how it happened. It's just like that one dot after another dot start getting connected. I was not even good in my school, high school, but it happened for me. It worked for me. So if God can do for them, why not for you? And you have the Jupiter in the 11th house of wish fulfillment. So that means you can manifest a lot. So yes guys, all what I can say with this placement is that never ever undermine or cut your own wish. Like the way I gave example, I want to get married, but I'm not making money. I want to get this, but no, don't do this. How is something, leave onto the universe, it will take care of that. If it is responsible for your breathe, for your heartbeat, for giving majority of the things which happened on their own, so this can also happen on its own. But you have to be in that mode of believability, that yes, it is there, it is achievable, it will happen, and never ever doubt your own conviction. That's all what I can say. And yes, friends, connection, network, community will play a very very integral role, and all what matters and expected out of you. Jupiter is in the 11th house. Always honor all those kind of things and people who are connected with the religion, who are doing something of the religious work and wearing any of the religious uniform and something. Stay as respectful towards them. And lastly guys, if you have your Jupiter being placed in the 12th house, so yes guys, 12th house in a way tells about that the luck will shine over you in the faraway land or in the secluded kind of places. That could be one notion. See guys, in the original Kalpurush only 12th house belongs to the Pisces, which is being ruled by the planet Jupiter. So that in itself means that there is some kind of affinity with which Jupiter holds with its placement in the 12th house. The only concern is that Jupiter is not gonna be losing out its innate nature. Jupiter is a planet of expansion. So lot many times it has been seen. See, one thing which I want to say is that never ever beat around the bushes or complain too much about the expenses going on. See, look at it in this way, that universe has given you birth with a fixed prarabdha. So whatever is meant for you, destined for you, it is going to be there with you. Sometimes what happens is that be intelligent enough to distinguish between the good money or the hospital money or the prison money or the lawyer money. Sometimes what happens is that just in order to be quick, in order to make money and something, we indulge into things through which we make money, but that money only goes in paying the hospital bills or paying the fees to the lawyer and something. that is what we say in Hinduism, in our local Hindi language, that the money earned from the right sources, relevant sources, gives happiness. It makes you sukhi. It makes you blessed. And they're like those money which generally is made through unscrupulous means, it only goes in these kind of paying bills and these kind of expenses. So yes, Jupiter's placement in the 12th house, Jupiter is a planet of expansion. It can expand your expenses as well. So it is always recommended that the kind of money which you keep. So I will not recommend keeping too much of the money in your bank account. Like whatever things are of the pressing issue and need, keep on putting money in these kind of things. And even if you will assure to keep a minimum amount of balance in your bank account and all, life will still keep on going, because Jupiter is actually working out in this way. That's all what I wanted to say. For any of the higher religious austerities, people who become very big, who make big donations in their life, people who get those kind of prophetic dreams. In their dreams, their Ishta Devata comes, their departed ancestors come, their Guru comes, their Kul Devi, Kul Devata comes. So that is this kind of placement when your Jupiter is going to be placed in the 12th house. And yes, it can give you a higher level of consciousness. It is also considered as a good sign for like people who travel to multiple countries and all. And generally, Jupiter's placement in the 12th house actually acts as a divine protection as well, where it protects your interest from your secretive enemies or people who are secretly envious of you. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.